Smells great. Oh, it smells like Texas. I have somehow made Texas ramen. How have I done this? Ramen. You know it, you love it. It's every college dweller's best friend. Now, if you're like me, you went to a college with a pretty good canteen that had decently cheap meals. When I was in school, it was $2 a meal. But as of right now, because of inflation, our university canteen is at $4 a meal, almost double of what it used to be. And so today, my goal is not just to make ramen, my goal is to make college efficient ramen. What that means is I want it to be ready in under 20 minutes, and I want it to be the same price as what our old college meal used to be, at about $2.50. So, without further ado, let's get cooking. Let's turn on the stove here so that our water can start boiling, and let's start the clock. So what this is you might recognize this if you've ever been to like a Latin American restaurant. This is chorizo. Here in Portugal, it's decently cheap. It was, how much was it? I think it's like $1.60 for a pack of 4, but for one serving of ramen, a pack of 4 would be way too much salt. So we're only gonna use half of it. So this will come in at about, just under $1. Ramen here is also pretty cheap. It's about 60 cents a pack. We've also got an egg on standby, another 20 cents. And we've also got some peas that, before I forget, let me go warm up the peas. So while I'm defrosting some frozen peas in the microwave for about, 7 minutes, covered with another bowl, we are going to heat up our second pan because we're going to fry this chorizo. These are also decently cheap. Per serving of peas, it will come out at about 20 cents per bowl. While this warms up, what was your college like? How much was your college canteen's meals? Or do you have like meal tickets or stuff like that? Because here we had it paid. It was a pretty good meal though, actually. They would give us like a loaf of bread, a bowl of soup. You can pick one of 3 meals: the meat, which was always overcooked, the fish, which always had no flavor, and then the vegetarian meal, which tasted like cardboard. And then you could pick one dessert, depending what they had that day. Usually it was like arroz doce, or gelatin, or like a piece of fruit. For $2.50, it was actually a pretty good lunch. I miss the days it was $2.50. That was $4 a meal, jeez. Now, if you're like me and you have a water heater, you can use that to skip this step a little bit. It'll boil water a bit faster than the stove. But at least here I know that very few people actually have kettles. So I'm gonna do it the not cheating way. I'm gonna do it over a stovetop with just a hot pot of water. And as I speak, the oil is now hot enough, so we're gonna put in the rest of our chorizo. You might be wondering why I'm not using the full-on chopping board today, and it's because it would be too big for this current setup. So I can see that, at least according to my analytics, you guys liked last week's style of video, so here we are, keeping the same format. If you have any suggestions or things that you'd like us to see do differently, maybe you want me to do, I don't know, acrobatics while I'm recording one of these things, give me a heads up. I'd like to know what you guys want to see in these kinds of videos, or what types of recipes or cooking styles you'd like to see more. Meanwhile, I think our water is also just hot enough. So, while we're at it, we're also going to put in our ramen, just gently, into the water, together with the ramen pack. Don't underestimate the packaged seasoning that comes with your everyday sack of ramen. It is delicious. There's a reason why instant ramen is the classic that cannot be beat. I will be adding a few things to spice it up a bit, but don't waste this. This is amazing. See how our chorizo is doing? That looks amazing. You can't tell me that doesn't look good. That looks amazing. Alright, so our chorizo is mostly done. It's already nice and charred, so we're going to set it aside here on the plate. And we're going to take advantage of our hot pan to fry an egg. You fry it not sunny side up because I suck at opening eggs. I was trying to scramble that in the pan, but it didn't scramble all that well. It looks a little bit dead, but it's going to taste great. Now, I'm aware that it looks like a wet blanket, but trust me that an egg with all the good flavoring of what just came out of those sausages is going to taste great. So our ramen is now boiling. Let me turn it down just a wee bit. And now, like I said, we are going to spice it up just a bit by adding a little bit of soy sauce, and because I'm a Texan born, I love all things spicy, so we're gonna add a healthy amount of chili powder. Healthy amount. So you might be wondering why I decided to add soy sauce and chili powder. Well, chili powder is because I like my food spicy. The ramen packet has more than enough flavors on its own, but the soy sauce adds a little bit of like umami style flavor to it, and it will make it just that much more delicious. Meanwhile, our peas have finished defrosting, and I've got a nice serving bowl right here. You're going to just get a nice healthy dose of ramen. Now for some of the soup. It smells great. Oh, it smells like Texas. I have somehow made Texas ramen. How have I done this? It tastes as good as I thought it would. Next, our chorizo and our glorious peas. And if you couldn't tell, I really love peas. And finally, our very fried egg. I almost forgot. Some green onions on top, just for a little bit of extra flavor. That looks delicious. I would show it to you this way, but I'm pretty sure the soup would spill all over. Let's get one nice taste out of this. Oh, that's very hot. Ow. Well, that tastes so good. It's so spicy too. Let me try the chorizo. No, okay, let me tell you something. For about $2.30 overall, from the spices, noodles, and the sausage, and the egg, and the peas, that is better than anything they ever served us in college. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of, I don't know what to call this, A Doctor Cooks, College Cooking, my adventures in Portugal. But this is very delicious, so I'm gonna go eat it, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Bye, everyone.